So, wildy sound, yes, that's upload. Alright, now.
Hello guys and welcome to another Battle Epic live stream. You're joined by me a wild time and I've got a co-host today, Krail. How are you doing, buddy?
Hey Valdi, I'm really looking forward to this match. We would like to welcome you in the city of Amiens, where we seen a battle of Amiens in the 1980, and there was an Allied victory in that year. Let's see who's going to win this night. I'm really looking forward to this match. We are going to be watching two teams from the Division D on the domination 5 against 5 from the Battlefield Community League. We have here Mangusta Esports and the Killer Crowns.
Yeah, I mean, two very good teams at the moment. We see MNG probably my favourite to win this game, but Killer Clowns can't be underestimated. The moment they get momentum, they will be after that top spot. So it should be a very good game.
Absolutely, absolutely. When you look at the standings, the current standings, they don't say much. You know, there were only two matches played by Killer Clowns, 3 played by Mangusti, who are actually second in the leaderboard. They had a very hard match against Team Hazard, which ended in a draw 2-2, and the Killer Crowns lost to Team Hazard 1-3. So if you look at the standings, it looks like that the guys from the Team Mangusta are in the advantage, but they played one extra match, and now it will be a 4th match for them and a 3rd match for the Killer Crowns.
Yeah, and the game will be underway once we get out of this longest 5 seconds of Dice's life to see what's going on. Today we're going to be providing 2 different points of view, but as the game is starting off, we've got Killer Clowns in the red and Mangustine in the blue. So following we'll call him Sarko here. He's going to push in straight for that Charlie flag, but it looks like Mangustine have got there first.
And this was very quick start. You know, they started straight away as the time mark hits 0, and we can see that there are already fights happening. The Mangusti are playing as the German forces today. They have 2 flags, Alpha and Charlie, and we can see Kill Crowns playing on the Allied forces or the British Empire, who are held in only the flag B at the moment. They are pushing for the C, but there's no one to defend it, and the triple G. He's walking around, but he's not going to try to cap the Charlie.
Well, we see the MNG players push very, very aggressively onto that Charlie flag at the beginning here, giving Killer Clowns no space. But again, we've got Killer Clowns here, we've got triple GG, like I said. He's capping that Charlie, he's got 2 people pushing up to him. He's trying to just pull back a little bit. But it looks like the whole Mangustine team is there. So we've got 4v3 at the moment. Now we've got 3v3. Triple G doing a good job with that bar mopping up. Unfortunately, it's absolutely
he's going
by
down.
2.
He's going down. He has been overwhelmed. He was alone against 3 players from the Mangusti. Now let's take a look. But meanwhile, Killer Crowns managed to grab Alpha, and they are trying to respawn. There's a Triple G. There's a Haze. They are the guys from MNG coming in. And Triple G is down, Haze is down. That was a very good play by the
And
MNG
I think we got
players.
a wipe there on the Killer Clowns, and they've only just happened to get the respawn. And we're going to see a triple cap by MNG here, taking advantage of the wipe. They pushed into Bravo, and they're going to cap that for that early game triple cap.
This doesn't really look good. You know, when you lose a fight like this, 3 of the KC players went down, and they lost the Alpha. Now they are trying to get the Bravo back, but there are some gunfights happening here. Let's take a look.
I mean, Hayes missing quite a few of his shots here. Unfortunately, can't get the kill. Has to rely on his teammates. But it's 1v4 here on the Bravo flag, and he goes down. But luckily, Killer Clowns get that Charlie, and we're going to jump onto Saka here to see if he's able to defend against this MNG player pushing towards him. Now, we're seeing a lot of bars out at the moment. The support class, very, very good weapon of choice to play. I mean, to be honest, the only 3 guns that you're really going to mainly see against these kind of top teams is that bar, Hellrigor, and the auto-loading. I mean, what's your favourite pick of the weapons, Krail?
Well, most of the time you will see me playing assault or the medic. When I'm playing an assault, definitely it will be Hellriegel. I used to play a shotgun when I was in the beginning of my PlayStation gaming days, because it was quite hard, you know, moving from the PC to aim at something, and the shotgun makes it a little bit easier. But definitely it's a Hellriegel.
Yeah, no, definitely. I mean, it's not got the highest damage of the guns out there, but the fire rate and that 60-round magazine definitely make out to make it a good weapon, really. I mean, you've got a standoff between MNG and KC on the Alpha flag. KC really want Alpha, and Psycho's going big at the moment. Gets a nice two-piece there. It's going to go back to revive his teammate and hopefully secure Alpha. Gets the revive just, sees the guy in with the pistol. Unfortunately, can't get the kill, and Psycho takes him out. I mean, he could have got big in for his team there, but just not enough.
That was really a good job there. The Hayes was there alone for a while. Sorry, it was Sarko. It was Sarko who was alone there. He managed to take one of the guys from the MNG down. He revived Sarcophagus, or he revived Hayes. I apologize. And they managed to grab the Alpha for the KC, and now they are going to push towards the Bravo, which is being defended by the Doctor. He managed to take down Hayes, and the Bravo is absolutely quiet.
Yeah, and Casey are just left on Charlie to try and defend, but Psycho already pushing in. It's, oh man, MNG, MMY is going to get absolutely ruined by the Casey players pushing off. But as you can see throughout this match, MNG have maintained the lead off that triple cap, going 47 to 28 here, and they're just doing an awesome job either holding the flag or just trading the flags when they needed to. But we just saw Psycho take out Vozda here, and it looks like Casey are probably going to go and take the Alpha flag now.
And the guys from the Killer Crowns had their advantage of holding two flags, but they lost Alpha. There was no one. They were focusing on Charlie when there was a heavy resistance from the MNG, and now they are trying to push on Alpha, but Sarko was alone there against 4 of the MNG players, and he's down. He couldn't do anything. He was surrounded. He was flanked, and now we can see that the MNG are going to try the triple cap, but they are losing Bravo at the same time. There's Hayes to defend it. He's alone against 3 players, and he's down. There's nothing that he could do.
Yeah, I mean, we've got Lonely 1331 here, Doctorn, and he's trying to stop the push from Bravo. Takes out one. Unfortunately, can't get that last bullet off onto Way there, and he goes down. I mean, the next fight is going to be up towards Charlie here as MNG look to push Bravo.
At the moment, we are looking at a difference of 23 tickets, and it's an advantage of the MNG, who are above the KC in the leaderboard. So it's not really a surprise, but I believe it's mainly because of the early triple cap, which was a really good job for the MNG. Now there's guys from the KC trying to defend it, and Zelda is alone there, and he's dead. He couldn't do anything.
Yeah, and like throughout this whole game, it's just been a huge group of flag trades at the moment. We haven't seen any triple caps, but MNG just seem to be jumping on the flags where KC aren't, which is really good.
It's not something that we're used to when we are watching 5 against 5. Usually there are fights happening at 1 or 2 flags, and the third flag is usually being ignored. But in this match, you can see that the flags, they just keep changing. You know, the KC are pushing Charlie. They are pushing Alpha as well, actually. No, they are losing Alpha. So yeah, that's exactly what I'm trying to say. You know, they tried to push on one, they lost the other flag in exchange. You know, that's just the way how it works right now at the match. Then no one is trying to defend it. They just keep running from one flag to another with no stable defense.
Yeah, we're going 70 to 44 here towards MNG. MNG doing a good job. Unfortunately, they lost Bravo, and they are recapping Charlie here. Yeah, there we go. Hayes went down, taken out by Pro Nation Hyper there. And all of the KC players respawn between Bravo and Charlie. They're going to look to push back into Charlie. Sarko gets taken out by Psycho.
Right now, there's an intensive, there's a heavy gunfight happening on the Charlie, and with Triple G were more successful in this gunfight. They took down Ispni and Hyper, who went down pretty fast. I don't think that they even know where the fire was coming from, where the bullets were hitting them from, and they managed to grab Charlie, but again in advance they lost Bravo and they lost Alpha. Still, the difference is 26 points in advance of MNG.
Yeah,
and the Killer Clowns are trying to regroup now. They have to.
Yeah, we're looking at Way here, who's defending with Triple G on Charlie. And it looks like the MNG guys are trying to push onto Alpha here. We've got the likes of Hyper and SMYY. They're pushing on. They get one kill down. They're going to pushing onto Alpha. Just one person left. Hyper goes to push in. He's weak. He's absolute. Unfortunately, Hayes gets the kill and defends Alpha for his team.
Hayes did a really good job. He managed to defend it against 2 players, but now he has been killed by the Doctor, who's trying to push on Alpha. And really the guys from the MNG are giving no breather to the guys from the Killer Clowns. They just have to keep moving. They have to keep defending the flags. Not an easy game. Very fast game and very active. You know, there's a constant movement on both sides.
Yeah, I mean, it's at the moment MNG cap a flag. They're already attacking for the triple cap here, and it's putting a lot of pressure on Killer Clowns. They just can't move anywhere. They're going exactly where MNG want them to go. And the classic example here, they got pushed off of Charlie, they got the Alpha spawn, and it's just going to be another flag trap.
Yep, exactly. The same thing once again, a flag trade. Where you can see that they lost Charlie, but they managed to respawn on Alpha straight away. And now there's a Sarko trying to push a little bit, but he's facing resistance, and he has been killed by Doctor. And now Hyper is playing hide and seek with Zelda Sliceu, and no, Hyper is going down.
I mean, we've got
There's Doctor.
Voz doing
down
a
as well.
good job here. Takes out one, takes out two, he's pushing onto the Charlie flag, sees the third, gets the kill, and he's going to help his team secure Charlie there. Good work by him.
At the same time, I was looking at the exactly same play where I was looking from the point of view of Zelda Slicey, who was trying to defend it, but he killed 2 players from the MNG, but he was very low on health. There's nothing that he could do. He gets killed. And now we are moving to Alpha, where Hayes is alone against Hyper and Vazdu.
Yeah, and it looks like we've got one of the MNG players, 2 of the MNG players in the trams there, and they're getting pinned in there. One goes down, and unfortunately that is the end of the game with the German Empire winning. That's going to see MNG winning the first round 100-70.
And that's the game number 1. Difference of 30 points. I believe that was just because of the fast triple cap. That's it.
Most definitely. I mean, that triple cap makes all the difference. And once you get the momentum going, it's hard for teams like Killer Clowns to try and push out of that. But
Absolutely. You know, when you, this is the thing that is hard to say. I'm not sure if it was a mistake from the Killer Clowns or if it was a good play from the MNG. Definitely, I would say both, because there was too many players from the Killer Clowns who got killed by the MNG. But also at the same time, MNG did a good job of taking out those players. When you are looking at the scoreboard, there's Hyper 21-8, really good kill death ratio. Vozdu the same 17-8. Triple G seems to be the best killer in the squad of the Killer Clowns, 14-8. But otherwise, it's really balanced. There's no one who would be dying too much or letting his team down.
yeah, I mean,
Definitely looking forward for the round 2.
oh no, most definitely, and especially in these kind of games here, it's less about the amount of kills you've got and more about the strategy and how you control the map and how your team moves. you'll find a lot of defensive teams will get more kills, but they open themselves up to more triple caps, and you'll find the more aggressive teams, they get less kills, but they're able to just be everywhere on the map, and you'll see those kind of teams at the moment are controlling the meta. And MNG are doing that very, very well. I mean, the moment they're everywhere. They're on every single flag. Killer Clowns don't know where to go. They don't know where to spawn, and they're just seeing their flags being lost left, right, and center.
It's especially on this map, it's really confusing when you are trying to hold. For example, I'm looking right now on Charlie, and when you are holding the flag, you are in between all the buildings around you, and when someone's shooting at you, you have no idea where the fire is coming from. There's really not much place, where you can hide. So on this map, it's really confusing. If the teams are moving fast, it's just almost impossible to keep an eye on where are they at the moment. And we are live. We can see that the teams are spawning already, and we can see that the KC are sending only one player to Bravo, and three of them are heading to Charlie, and that they are going to meet here in the middle. Sarko taking one down, and he's down himself. He has been killed.
Yeah,
but the Charlie has been already captured.
Yeah. Well, yeah, Killer Clown's doing a very, very good job. There's something they couldn't do in that first round, capture Charlie quick enough. But I think MNG are just looking to snap that away from them at the last minute. And with GGG going down, it's all Charlie for MNG at the moment. I mean, not much action happening on Charlie here. We've got Killer Clowns try to defend it. Unfortunately, didn't go their way. With MNG securing both now Alpha and Bravo.
At the beginning of the round, there was a really good job where the KC sent only one player to head towards Bravo, and he got the attention of the MNG, and that helped them to secure the Alpha and Charlie. But now they are losing Charlie again. Is this going to be a triple cap?
Unfortunately not. It looks like Killer Clowns managed to defend that last minute, and looks like Way's going to be watching the flank here. But it looks like we've got two MNG players looking to recap that Alpha back out of those Killer Clowns' hands. Vozdo is in a mix of players here. Alpha is just a big, massive cluster of players trying to clap the flag at the moment. Grenades going in. GG takes out one, but he's pulling back because there's just too many MNG guys now on the flag.
It was really confusing. They were running around and they had no idea where's the enemy. No one had an idea where's the enemy, and they were just running around each other. But at the end, it was more successful for the MNG, who managed to kill all the players from the KC. At the moment, we are looking at 16 to 18 in favor of MNG. Not a big difference. No difference at all, I would say. It's just the beginning. But now this is going to be a triple cap. No, but it has been interrupted by the KC on Bravo. So no, it's not going to be a triple cap.
Yeah,
but they are going towards the Charlie.
Yeah, what we saw here was as KC were pushing Bravo, Psycho decided to leave the flag and go and push the now unprotected Charlie here, doing a good job allowing that flag trade to happen and allowing them to stay in top of the leaderboard at the moment. Might be only by 4 points, but 4 points can easily win you the round.
Well, easily 1 or 2 tickets. Usually it's 1 or 2 tickets. Usually you don't see massive differences between the winning and the losing team. And now it is going to be a triple cap.
Yeah, just look at the kill feed there,
MNG
dude.
are capturing Bravo.
In the space of seconds, MNG got a massive squad wipe on the KC players, pushed in, got the triple cap, and now they've got the church spawn on lock. And so KC going to have a pretty tough time pushing out of that. But they managed to do it effectively. They're on Charlie at the moment. MNG not coming quick enough. They're losing Bravo as well. MNG are going to have to do some serious work here to try and recover the triple cap they just got. But look at the difference now. We went from 4 points to upwards of 30.
It was literally 5 seconds of triple cap, and it's 30 points difference.
Oh.
Of course, the MNG had their advantage of holding 2 flags most of the game, but I would say the triple cap secured them quickly enough, 15-20 points straight away.
Jumping on the Charlie flag here, and it looks like we've got Vosda tries to push out the windows there, can't quite shoot the frame out, so he's having to force his way down to the road. He's going back to blue doors to push into Charlie. I think he's trying to cap that for his team and get a triple.
And triple is here alone. They are trying to push on him from both sides, and they found him and they killed him. And again, look at the scoreboard. MNG absolutely wiped out KC.
And here it is. Here's another triple cap here. But unfortunately, Docton couldn't get the kill. And they've lost that triple cap potential on Alpha.
Well, unfortunately for MNG, fortunately for the Killer Clowns. And they are now secure in Alpha. They are trying to clear it out so they can move ahead. But the difference is massive. It's 35 points.
Oh yeah, 35 points. It's really hard. At this point, you'd expect a team to get a triple cap to be able to get back in this game. I mean, at this point, Killer Clowns have to get a triple cap if they stand any chance of winning. And MNG could actually win the game just by sitting their asses on one flag if they ever so wanted to. But something tells me that's not their playstyle.
I think you're correct. I think you're correct in this case. Even if they held 2 flags, that's probably won't make up the difference of those 30 points. Almost 40 points that we are looking at right now.
Yeah, I mean, we see MNG going straight for Charlie. We've got players going towards Alpha as well. Here's going to probably another... In fact, that's another squad wipe there for the MNG players. And it's going to see them capping the flag.
That was a really good play by the KC Zelda Slice, who healed himself. He managed to kill 2 players from the MNG, but there was a Psycho coming in who finished him off. And he unfortunately lost the Charlie flag. He was unable to defend it alone.
Yeah, I mean, we're definitely seeing a lot better gameplay from KC at the moment, but it's a little too late. They just can't find their feet anywhere, and this is what I was talking about. MNG have put the pressure on, KC have lost their heads, and they just can't get back into the game at the moment. And the score and the leaderboard and everything in this round is just drifting away from them.
Now Psycho is trying to defend alone against the 3 players from the KC, but he's dead. The difference is 45 points. 45 points in favor of MNG, who are now trying to push on Alpha, but at the same time they are losing Bravo. Hayes is doing a really good job. He's hiding there, but now he has been destroyed.
He had 4 people coming towards him, and no matter how many times you want to slide backwards, forward, left, right, and spray in any direction, nothing is going to help you. Absolutely nothing. Especially when they throw a grenade right behind your back. Oh, definitely. I mean, this is a very crucial game for MNG. I mean, with Hazard hot on their tails, they need to grab as many tickets as they can from this match, as it will probably come down to the wire for the top 3 spots in Group D. And the tickets will be the thing that decides where players sit and which divisions people go to. Hayes is trying to defend his push on Charlie, couldn't quite get it, ends up trading. Looks like Zelda there pushes onto flag, gets the revive. Good work by him. Good work, sir. But Hayes goes down to MMY. It's up to Zelda to try and keep the push on Charlie going. He's trying to see the player in front of him, and he just got outgunned by that Herald Ghoul.
And they are now MNG are again getting Bravo Charlie. And is this going to be another triple cap?
Oh, probably so. I mean, I spawned on 4 different KC players, and every single one died as I spectated them.
And yeah, it was almost a triple cap, but the KC managed to respawn. There was only 1 player from the MNG who has been killed. Now there's Psycho who's trying to hide inside of the shop, and he's down.
And it looks like KC getting the church spawn here as MNG distracted on Alpha. Hayes is going to go for Bravo. But it's just a little too late here. It's going to be just a flag swap, if I can get my words out of my mouth. But a 97 to 49, it's not going to go the way of KC at this point. you would need some miracle triple cap.
And it looks like that the game number 2 is going in the favor of the MNG, and it's 2-0 after 2 games. And the next map we are going to be playing is Suez. KC lost with a difference of a class of 50 points. That's a huge loss. They did really good, but again they allowed MNG to take a triple cap, and once again that made a difference.
It definitely makes all the difference here. I mean, you guys are probably looking at your screen, the result of both rounds there, and the points difference between the teams, and you can slowly see that KC are losing by a bigger margin each time. And as we jump into the scoreboard, we can see the KC players with not a single one of them going positive at that stage, and MNG just absolutely slaying left, right, and centre. I mean, you've got MMY going 21-7. I mean, good work, man. Good work.
Really good show by both of the teams. MNG were a little bit more luckier and a little bit more better. Now the difference after 2 rounds is 80 points, 80 ticks in favor of the MNG. Let's see if the Killer Clowns can show us, you know, if that they can turn the game around. They still have a chance to set it a draw. Let's take a look at the Suez.
I mean, there's always a chance. It's a completely different map. It's a lot more open in the amount of lanes there are in the map to move around. You can definitely flank about. You can definitely abuse the spawns more in this map as well. It's all up to how KC play it out. This is where they get the draw, and this is MNG's game to lose at this point. But yeah, it's just a case. I mean, whoever gets this Bravo Charlie spawn will probably push into Bravo first and get the foothold, and whoever spawns at the southwest point, what I call the Bravo spawn, should go to Alpha and push that Bravo. I mean, Charlie, you're probably going to look at 2-3 people there, so it's better off just not going there at all.
This is the map where I believe we will see the type of a gameplay that we are used to, that there will be massive fights happening in the middle around the Bravo, especially in this L-shaped building. There's always massive fights on the first floor of this building, and so I expect the same, and we are going live. We can see the KC are sending 1 player to capture Charlie, and 3 of them are heading for the Bravo. But the MNG are already there trying to defend it. Hyper spills the first blood.
I mean, you got 3 on 2 here on the Bravo flag. Hayes goes even just use way here. He takes out 1, tries to take out a second, and unfortunately can't get the luck on his gun. And MNG take Bravo, and they're already pushing Charlie, not giving Killer Clowns any room to move at the moment.
There was a triple kill from the Hyper. He killed 4 of them.
Just flipping hell, he's going absolutely off at the moment. And the same from MMY, gets 2 kills. He's going to probably pick up a 3rd and a 4th there. Picking up the 4-piece for his team, getting the revive as well. Pushing on to Charlie. And MNG are just absolutely destroying Killer Clowns at the moment.
There was quite a bad respawn from the Killer Clowns, who spawned in the middle of the crossfire. They had 2 players from the MNG behind, 1 of them in the front. They just got absolutely destroyed there. Now, the guys from the KC are trying to regain back Charlie. They captured the attention. They got the attention of the MNG by capping the Alpha. I believe that there was only 1 player who did this, but it allowed the guys from the KC to respawn, to regroup, and get back Charlie. And now the fights are heading towards the Bravo once again. And there are 2 groups. They got split. They are trying to flank them. Now Hayes is trying to flank from the side, but he's being killed by Vozdo. And again, it looks like MNG are going to be successful in defending Bravo, at least for a while.
Yeah, Vozdo did a very good job, and you saw they got down to 2 players. They were close to getting wiped, and they took that time to just, you know, regroup, respawn, let KC have a bit of breathing room, let them think they know what they're doing, and then now they've just pushed straight onto the attack here, and they're grabbing Charlie again.
And again, you can see that there's one player from the KC Sarcophagus who's trying to push a little bit back, who's trying to capture Alpha, so he will force MNG to pull back and let the guys from his team respawn, but if he's not fast enough, that's going to be, and it is a triple cap. Probably just a short one.
Oh, GGG going big at the moment there with that kills on Bravo. Sorry to interrupt you there. Two of the MNG players pushed in to go wipe him out. He hid in a corner, wiped him up, and it's allowed Killer Clowns to recap Bravo and disrupt MNG there. But not for long, it would seem. Killer Clown's hope was short-lived, and MNG are already back on the offensive there. I mean, just by looking at this game...
A very good job by the Yusuf.
But to be fair though, I mean, MNG have had so many triple cap opportunities. The score isn't as big as I thought it would be. I mean, they're only getting them for just a matter of half a second or a second, you know?
You know, but even let's say that you take it for 5 seconds, you are getting 1 ticket per second from each flag. So you have, in 5 seconds, you have difference of 15 tickets just from holding those 3 flags for 5 seconds.
Nah, this is true.
That's a huge difference. You know, if you want to make up for that, you will need to have 2 flags for 7 seconds or 1 flag for 15. So yeah, a quick triple cap can really make a difference. But the KC, the Killer Clowns are not giving up. They are still trying to push on. They managed to secure Bravo, and they are now pushing on Alpha. There's a gunfight happening. Vazdu is alone there, but no, it's again now Triple G against Vazdu, and Vazdu managed to clear it out. He killed Sarcophagus and the Triple G, and he's going to secure Alpha back. Again, only 1 flag being held by Killer Clowns.
Yeah, they're finding it very rough at the moment. They get 1 big success on Bravo, and MNG are just, again, punishing them for it. But MNG have committed everything to the Bravo flag by the looks of it. Killer Clowns playing smart, going for Charlie. Let's spawn on Vozda here and see what he can do. Sees the Killer Clowns player, and unfortunately he can't get the kill, as there is actually 2 on Charlie now.
And MNG just rushed the building next to the Bravo. They cleared it out, and they secured Bravo. Meanwhile, they lost Charlie, which is a home flag of Killer Clowns, which is quite an expected situation. But now they are not giving up. They are trying to push. Psycho revives Vazdu, who survives that somehow.
Yeah, I mean, Yusuf just did an awesome job on Charlie defending, picking up a nice 3-piece, running out of ammo, having to switch to his pistol before getting picked off and then revived. But again, that triple cap just for a second there pushes them another 15 points in the lead.
And once again, you can see that the difference is 26 points. That's almost twice what the Killer Clowns got on their scoreboard. And they are not giving up. They are holding Bravo. They are holding Charlie. They're trying to make up for the difference. But again, they will need a triple cap to get this back in their favor.
MNG Psycho nearly getting the revive kill on someone there. Unfortunately, didn't do enough damage from the syringe, but that could have been absolutely tragic for one of the Killer Clowns players to have that done to you. I don't think we've seen one yet in one of these competitive games, someone killed by the syringe, but I'll tell you what, I'm definitely looking forward to the day that does happen.
Thankfully I never get killed by a syringe, you know, otherwise I would probably uninstall the game.
Uninstall.exe right there, that's it.
just delete it, just move it to the trash and never go back.
Yeah, it's... Out of everything that can happen to you, that is the one thing that you just give up on. But here we have it. We've got MNG pushing on to Charlie. They're losing Alpha, maintaining complete control of the game so far. It's going to take a triple cap from Killer Clowns to win the game, and MNG are just happy to carry on the way they're going at the moment.
And definitely, look, this game I have to give all the kudos to Sarcophagus, who's playing by himself all the time. He's pushing an Alpha. Look, they're not winning, but he's doing a really great job. You know, he always managed to interrupt the triple cap of the MNG just by going into Alpha alone and, you know, grabbing their flag, which will force them once again to move back and he keeps doing that again and again. So really, really great job, a really great show from Sarcophagus. A good tactical play.
But MNG are just pushing into Alpha. Unluckily for Killer Clowns, they did not get the Charlie spawn here. They spawned on the back of Alpha, allowing MNG to push in, keep them busy, wipe, and stop them from just capping anything else other than the flag they've already got. It's 75-46. MNG is still in the lead after winning round 1 and round 2. They're on track to start winning round 3. I think Killer Clown's got a really bad spawn here. They got the Bravo
and now
spawn
you
on the
can
south
see
side.
another triple cap.
Yeah,
I really apologize for interrupting you, Timey, but definitely Wildy, Timey, Wildy, you can see here a triple cap, and I believe that's the end of the round.
Oh
Once
yeah,
again,
most
difference in
definitely.
class.
You know, it doesn't matter what Killer Clowns do at this point.
Crazy.
Before I can even finish my sentence, MNG win round 3. 100-46, no less.
Absolutely crazy, absolutely crazy.
And it just shows what the momentum can do for you. The moment you get like under the skin and put the pressure on, it's ruined. You know what I mean?
Look, like I believe that I'm a pretty good player of the Battlefield 1, but definitely there's nothing that's I'm jealous about in the situation from the point of view of the KC. The guys from the MNG just absolutely crazy. That's unreal, you know, the way they play. It's really good tactics, really good movement, but also they got a really good shooting skills. KC are pulling up a good show, you know. They play good, but in this match you can see who's the better team. It's not, you know, when it's not just about the skill. It's always a little bit of luck, you know, a little bit of your mindset. You know, you have to be ready for the game. You have to be in the mindset that you want to win. You know, not every day can be a Sunday. So
Yeah. But I mean,
absolutely.
It's just rough for Killer Clowns at the moment. Every single round they've gone through, they've gone from 70 odd tickets in round 1, down to 49 for round 2, down to 46 for round 3. At this point in their heads, they must be thinking it can only get worse. Am I right?
It's, you know, right now it's just about the pride. The KC got nothing to lose. It's just the game that they can show that they can play it. They can play it well, and they can kick ass of the MNG. That's all what this next game is going to be about. You know, there's nothing to lose for them. MNG are definitely going to win this match. Depends if they are going to win it 3-1 or 4-1. And I really have all my fingers crossed for the KC. I really wish them to win this one round. To, you know, it's much better when you even if you lose, you always want to get at least one round in your favor. You want to win at least one round, so you feel you know, a little bit better about the match. It's gives you motivation for the future.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, at this point, all they can do is maybe just try and strip all the tickets from MNG they can to make it easier for them to catch up on the leaderboard. But the 4th round is underway. KC in the blue, MNG in the red. Psycho going down early as Hayes picks him off. Hayes doing a good job, takes out Hyper, who rips 2 of his teammates up. And MNG taking the early lead there, 1-5. Bravo not being as contested as I thought. I mean, Hayes is here at Charlie. No one's on Charlie. Docton decided to jump off of that. Didn't want to have it. And yeah, MNG still in the lead at the moment, 8-3. Casey putting the pressure on the Alpha flag as well. We see Vozda on his own trying to defend against the KC players. So he's at the top.
And you can see that Triple is running around because he can see that the flag is being contested, but he got no clue where the Vozda is hiding. I don't think that they know where he is.
They're about
and
to
now
find out.
Sarcophagus is running right into him, and he found out where he is. He's going down. Now a very bad situation from the KC. They get locked on Alpha. All 5 of them are surrounded by the players of MNG. There's Doctor. There's Vazdu coming in.
Look at the kill feed. It's all red at the moment, and it's staying that way as MNG push into the Alpha flag. Triple G breaks the curse for Killer Clowns there, and it's slowly not going their way again.
But who they killed, they got revived straight away. Vazdu did a good job. He revived straight away two of his teammates, or 2 of his squad mates, who are now pushing on Alpha. And now we can see a very quick triple cap, where the KC are interrupting it by grabbing Bravo, and there's a gunfight happening in the building. I absolutely hate to go in the buildings. I absolutely hate it, man. When you have to navigate the camera inside of the building, there's nothing worse. Now, Psycho is trying to clean it out.
I'm jumping on Hayes here, who's pushed in, sees the one upstairs, he tries to go up and follow, gets the 1 kill, he's pulling back for the revive. A lot of people using the factory auto-loading and not the extended there, if I'm not mistaken. Does more damage, but you are limited to just the 6 possible rounds to get a kill. So you can get a maximum of 2 kills if you're lucky.
Well, depends. You know, if you are shooting at 2 people who are the full HP, you know, if they were hit already, you could eventually get 6 kills. If they are very low, the chances of that happening are extremely small, but it could happen. Now the lead is only 11 points in favor of MNG. I love it. KC are not giving up, but now look at this, they are going to get a triple cap.
Psycho saved by Hyper's grenade, who threw the KC player across the map there in front of Psycho as he ran out of ammo. Talk about lucky right there. Absolute pure luck.
This match is absolutely hyper psychotic. It's just crazy what these 2 players are showing.
I mean, let's just jump to the scoreboard here and look what's going on. Doctorn going 11-1. We've got Hyper going 10-4. Absolutely crazy what these MNG players are doing at the moment. And here we have it, another triple cap, 23-43, and it's only just going to get worse. Killer Clowns have spread out across the map. I'm going to jump onto Hyper. He's going to be the first one to engage. And engage he does, gets the kill. Unfortunately, he's up against support and leaves Triple G absolute there.
Like, you know, it's at this point, if I was in the skin of the KC, I would probably mentally, you know, give it up, because the way that they are being destroyed by the MNG is just unbelievable. But they're not giving up, you know, and I absolutely love it. They have a really good attitude. They keep playing, and you know, at the end, it's a match that is not really the most important. You know, it is, every match is important, but you know, it's for the fun. They are here to enjoy the game, and I believe they are enjoying the game, even if they're losing. You know, it's really a good game to watch, and I believe it's even more fun to play it.
Yeah, and most definitely. And KC for a long time now haven't been able to cap a single flag. MNG just pinching them in the spawns. It's 23-93. It's been that way for about the past 20 seconds now. And there we have it. MNG winning.
GG.
Yeah, GG definitely winning the 4th round, 100-23. Killer Clown's heads must have just been down at that last final stretch with not much they can do against MNG.
This was really a good game. I'm really surprised how it went down. I was expecting a little bit more balanced match. You can see that the KC actually got the best squad, even if they lost. If I had to say who was definitely my MVP, I loved how Doctor played. He did a really good job. You know, he maybe this round he definitely had the best kill death ratio, but before the matches before he had really good movement. He was running around, you know, supporting his teammates. I believe that's my MVP for this match.
I definitely think I have to agree with you there, and to be honest, I think the meta that MNG are playing with now, we're going to start seeing a lot more happen going through to the knockout stages where teams go full on aggressive and they just lock people out of the flags there. And it'll be players like Doctorn that get the kills and support their teammates that will win the game there. But this has been Battle Epic. We've been watching Killer Clowns facing MNG in Group D of the Battle Epic Season 3 T5 tournament. What a mouthful to say. MNG winning by 4 points, securing their second place in the table. Yet to see what Rev can do from this week. I've been joined by Crail. Assuming he's had a good time, have you?
I absolutely enjoyed it. It was a really good show by both of the teams. MNG were the luckier ones and the better one in this match, and I'm really looking forward to the next matches of both of these teams, and both KC and the MNG. They really both put a good show, and thank you for joining us tonight.
Have a good night. This is Battle Epic out.